here, maybe. Hello, everyone. This is Eric from Execute here for a very random, not random, but I just decided to go live. I usually go live on Sundays, but I didn't set this one up, so welcome. The unexpected live stream. That's what I wanted to say. Yeah, very unexpected. Hi there. My name is Eric, and almost every week, once a week, I do a live stream where I talk about teaching. If you've got any questions, please put your name in the comments, add your or where you're from. And if you've got any questions, I usually go live at this time, or I used to do that in the past. But recently, I started doing it an hour earlier. But yeah, I thought I'm here, I'm at home, I was busy working. Why don't I just say hello to everyone? Just tell you guys that I'm here. And yeah, sorry, I'm touching my hair. I just took a shower. I'm so excited to get it cut tomorrow. It's funny, I was growing my hair out for my Halloween costume, but then I didn't feel that well yesterday when it was supposed to be the Halloween party, so I decided not to go. And so it was all in vain, but I'm excited to get a haircut tomorrow. So you're going to see a brand new Eric. Yeah, hi, yeah. I hope I said that right. Hi from Syria. By the way, guys, sorry, I've got my screen over here, and then I've got the camera over here, so I might be looking over here a few times. But I'll try and fix it in the future. I need to set up my camera and my sound, and I can see some light over here, so it's something I need to do. Any advice for teaching techniques for English language for adults from Algeria? Yasmina, hello. Well, the great thing about teaching adults is that they've got a wealth of experience, and they've got histories. They know how to. They've got a past, right? So when you teach adults, you really want to use that in your lessons. Get them to tell stories about themselves. Get them to share information that they've learned. I mean, you could talk about their jobs. You can talk about their families, their careers. You can also, talk about some events in their lives. So there's so much content to work with. When you have kids, you can only talk about games or TV shows or like these things that are in their lives that they experience. So you've got this wealth of knowledge with adults. I've made 2 videos a long time ago about the one. I don't know if you've seen them before, but the one is 10 activities for teaching adults, and the other one is 10 tips for teaching adults. So I would definitely recommend those. Let me quickly find, I'll give you one. Do you want you can search for both, but do you want the activities one or do you want the tips for teaching? Let me quickly look it up. Teaching adults. I really need to set up this new camera and get everything right. I always say that, but it is what it is. Adults. Okay. How to teach adults. Actually, you really like this one. Let me give you the activities at least. Or no, I'm going to give you how to teach adults. It's an older video. I think it's not too bad. I like that. It's with all the videos that I make. There are phases in life. So when I first started out, okay. So this is a video I'm posting in the comments, and it's all about teaching tips for adults. How to teach adults. Actually, that's the topic. So yeah, my background has changed. The camera I've used, although now I'm just using a webcam, and the sound, the mics I've used. I like this Yeti mic the most, but I used to have a clip-on mic when I shot some other ones. But now I'm just I'm trying to shoot a lot of videos phase, and that means I need to get a better setup. Although everyone always complains there's something. Let me see if I should put it down a little bit. Is that better? Maybe. Let's try it like this. Okay. Toily, hi from Turkmenistan. Hi. Ryan from Spain. Hi, Ryan. Melody, I'm a teacher candidate from Canada. How to manage noisy class that homeroom teacher doesn't have. I'm on practicum. Okay. Actually, I think I posted a video. Oh no, I haven't. It's something I'm thinking about. I really want to do a video on tips for teachers in training doing their practicums, um, or their practicals. Yeah, I'd love to do something like that. Yeah, with the kids, I guess. So when you're trying to, so you're only there temporarily, I guess. That homeroom teacher doesn't. That the homeroom teacher doesn't have. Okay. Wait, that a homeroom teacher doesn't have. Okay. So it's a class without a homeroom teacher, or you're not, they don't see the homeroom teacher, and so you're stuck with them because you're doing your practicums. Yeah, I would say if you're there temporarily, have some basic rules that they can follow, and lay them down at the start, and then also focus on doing fun activities with them. I normally don't suggest this, but since it's only temporary, I would say take a packet of sweets and at the end of class play some games with them. And so if they do something wrong in class, if someone acts out, so you're going to, let's say you split them into groups, or you split them into rows, or whatever splitting you want to do. Let's say you've got 4 or 5 teams. Um, if you've got 20 students, you break them into groups of 5 or 6, so they are four teams. And then if somebody does something you don't enjoy during the class, just put a big -1 on the board for team 1. So write down the 4 teams, and then if team 1 does something bad, then write -1. Or if someone acts out or answers a question incorrectly, remind them of, so without even reminding them, just make a note of -1 on the board. And then if they say, "Oh, teacher, why did you do that?" It's like, yeah, you guys know the rules, and so and later you can remind them, but first just make it fun. They'll learn about it, and then at the end, if you play a game or something, I used to love playing games with points. So uh, I've played many board games. You can make some kind of board game where they have to answer. You can have a die that they have to throw, and lots of games that are where there are points involved, and so the team with the most points wins, and they get candy. I would say that's a temporary fix, but I wouldn't necessarily do it if you were just teaching at a school. I hope that helps. It's just an idea. Hi, I'm new to teaching English. Please help me. Please give me a complete list. What should I teach to 6th and 7th grades, please? A complete list. Kevin, I think the easiest is to find a book with a curriculum that you can follow. At the moment, well, not at the moment. I've created a list of grammar topics that for beginner to intermediate students, and I plan on making complete worksheets and explain how to teach each one of those. That's one of the main things that I would like to do. It's not going to happen this year, but I've started working on the first main worksheets, and I think they're really good. Um, I'll complete it later. Maybe I should put out, like, just show you what it looks like. Let me see if I can find it quickly. It's on my drive. Do I have a main list? So yeah, I would say the easiest is just find any ESL book that's suitable for their level and go with that, because it's very difficult if you have to go and plan a whole curriculum by yourself. So for any teacher, if you don't have lesson plans and you don't have a curriculum to follow, just find a book series that you enjoy. Let me see if I've got it. So yeah, I've got like I've got like a massive course here on all things grammar, 6th and 7th grades. Yeah, I think there are a lots of a bit more advanced grammar. It depends if where they're from, but a bit more advanced grammar tenses that you can do with them. You're definitely going to do. Yeah, you can focus on some phrasal verbs and reported speech. Conditionals are very important. Descriptions. Basically, yeah, there's lots of grammar that you can go through with them. I've got it here. Do I have the list? Yeah, I've got the list, but I haven't worked. I haven't made it yet. I shot 4 videos before on how to teach certain subjects or certain topics, and I'd love to do. And I've made 4 or 5 more worksheets. So I've got 10 lessons already done, but I want to do 100 of them. Yeah, but yeah, just find a book, go through it. I think that's the easiest. There's also a website that I've been looking at. Is it All Things Grammar? Let me quickly see. All Things Grammar. I'm busy making some videos on on how to teach online, and one of the videos I've made is, or I've shot most of it, is useful websites for English teachers. And here's a website that I enjoy the worksheets from it. Most of the worksheets are free, but you can also, oh, they've got a YouTube channel. Oh, I didn't know that. Let me see this. Oh, they do have a YouTube channel with like 70,000. Okay, that's cool. So try out allthingsgrammar.com, and you'll see that they've got a list of topics there. And if you click on it, like relative clauses, it'll give you a lot of worksheets and fun things to do. I think that's really good. Relative clauses. Yeah, this is perfect. So go check out All Things Grammar, and then maybe work through there, because they've got really nice worksheets, and I'll bring out that video in the future. Yeah. I want to know which option I should select for the CELTA course: online, face to face, or mix of them as an English teacher. Yeah, the CELTA course, I think that is something that I would say try and do it in person. I know that there are a lot of places where you can go in person and get that training, and that's perhaps the most valuable. Actually, sitting with the teachers and working with other people taking the CELTA. I haven't done it myself, but I've done some research on it, and I've learned about it. I'll probably get it in the future too, once I've finished making all these videos, just so that I've got it and I can share my experience. But from what I've seen, I think it's better to do it face to face if you have the time and if it's possible, because I've heard that it's really tough, but you learn a lot. If not, then try a mix of them. But if it's purely only for the certification, if that's something that you want on your resume, then and you want the knowledge, then I guess online should be okay. Wow. Okay. How can I deal with disturbing comments of university students? Wow. Huh. It's been a while since I've had disturbing comments. Hmm. Well, I think the best thing that you can do in any of your classes is have evidence. Have evidence of bad things happening, and let the students know, oh, or the comments you've just sent me, it's been noted, it's in file, and you need to go and talk to someone about it, because as university students, this is something that can affect them. Um, uh, if the comments are, how can the that's if you know who wrote the comments. If you don't know who wrote it, then you're going to have to basically warn the class and explain to them that they're not kids anymore, that they're professionals, and there's a certain way to interact. And yeah, you should basically talk to them about it. But if you know who they are, just let them know that you've taken note, and it will get dealt with. Because one of the things I tell teachers too is, how much better would so many of our classes be if there were cameras inside recording it? Yeah, but then it becomes a police state and a police class, and it affects the privacy of the students. But I guess a lot of students, if they knew that their actions were being recorded or monitored, it's they're less likely to misbehave. And it's interesting. I had this conversation with one of my students about, in Korea, why there isn't a lot of crime. And if you go to a cafe, you can leave your phone on the table and you can walk away, or you can leave it outside and you can walk away, come back an hour later, and it's still there. It's well, I guess it's similar, like places like Japan and Dubai. Um, But so I asked him about it, and he said, no, it's because there are video cameras everywhere, and they will see who took it. And that's the only reason. And I said, no, that's not the only reason. I mean, in the UK is probably the place with the most cameras in the world, in public. So they see everything, and yet there's still a lot of crime there, stabbings and horrible things like that. But so I told him, no, it's because, well, maybe a little bit of that, but I think it's mostly because if they did something bad, it would be a shame to their family and to their name. And I think with students too, if they knew that they were being recorded, they might be less likely to do bad things. Okay, they do see homeroom teacher and she watches. They run, yeah. Oh, okay, so the teacher has lost control, and you're basically there as like a student learning, and you're just not learning anything. The student, the teacher isn't in control. Yeah, that must be horrible, because now not only don't you have it's not your classroom, so you feel like you don't have the authority to actually control the classroom. You also feel like you're a student, you're there to learn, but the teacher has lost control of the classroom. Yeah, I think the softest approach is the one I explained before, where you take control by having fun and by not being an enforcer. It's not your job to scold or scream. Or yeah, please remember, it's not your job to scream or to shout or to get upset. Be firm in your boundaries. Tell the student, and do it with, like I said, use candy. You're only there temporarily. And I think even if you can just control them a little bit, especially if you have to do your lessons. If you don't have to do your lessons, and the teacher just loses control of the students, I would say focus on what you can control, because then you're not teaching the lesson. She's trying to control them. They're running around. What I would say is, ask her if you can if you can work with some of the students. Then get a small group of students. Maybe I don't know if it's possible. I'm just spitballing. If I was sitting in class and there was a teacher, students are out of control. Not all of the students are out of control. I would say, oh, can I sit in the back and work with some of these other students? Split them up. Split up the class, reduce their numbers. So you take all the good ones. You say, oh, can I work with a couple of the girls that are really nice, or the boys that are good? Let them come sit around you, and you go through the lesson with them, because that way you're actually getting experience working with the students, and you're also helping the teacher by, so that she only deals with the bad students. I don't know. That's what I think. But it's not your responsibility. I know you want to learn, but you feel a bit helpless, but it's not your responsibility. Could you make something about teacher candidates when you have time? Yes, I'll definitely do that. It's in the to-do list. One day I'll get to it, because it's important, definitely. Costa Malini. Hello, Eric. Happy Sunday, everyone. Oh yeah, the lesson plans website. So I'm going to put out this. I've already. Here's the thing. So I'm making a new video about the best websites for English teachers, and I shot maybe, because I shot a whole course on it, and for the videos I shot maybe 5 videos on 5 websites, and I've still got 15 to go. But I'm going to get a haircut tomorrow, so my hair's going to look different at the start of the video and at the end. But the 2 websites I feel are best for downloading downloading the best websites for downloading worksheets. The one is called ISL Collective. .com, and the other one is liveworksheets.com. So you just search for whatever topic or whatever grammar you're going to teach. And the beautiful thing is, if you've got a projector, you can just project it onto the screen, and you can go through these whatever worksheet you want to use. You just go through it with your students. I think that's the easiest. I've also got some. I'm going to share some other websites too, but those are really good. And then, like I said before, All Things Grammar have amazing worksheets, and you can actually go through that too. So that's another website that I really like. The worksheets they've made, they're very useful. So check those out. Saima, how long did I wait? No, I'm not that late. It's 8 minutes late. How are you doing? I saw you having a really nice dinner before. But please, oh, that was probably yesterday, 2 days ago. Lots of lovely people with you. Yeah, don't talk about dinner. I've been so bad. I've been editing these videos. So recently, I've been making these videos on why teachers quit, and the algorithm just loves it at the moment. The YouTube algorithm. So I'm going to continue making more of these why teachers quit videos where I use TikTok videos in there because I'm just my views basically grew with 50%. But while I'm putting out those videos, I am working on the courses and these other videos like those videos. And as soon as I'm done with that, so I'll start putting them out. But for now, with these videos doing so well about teachers quitting, well, I'm going to keep putting them out and see how they go. Um, do you know something about curating books? No. Carolina, I'm sorry, I don't. My experience with curating books, I would love to. I think as teachers, it would be great to keep some books around, but because I live abroad and I move around a lot, so I haven't really found a home, and I don't have my own classroom. We move classrooms too. I don't really keep a lot of books with me, just the textbooks that I use in class and some books that I read. But I think if you have a place where you are permanently, try doing something like that. I remember when I was teaching at a school in South Africa, some of the parents came up to me and said, Eric, why don't you create a small library in your class? And that's a great idea, especially if the parents want to help, if they're finished with some books and they can donate it to your library and you can go through it. I think that's really nice. And you can so if you can have like small cupboard, or some a place where you can put the books and then ask parents to help you. And then talking about curating books, so it's about picking the best books that you want. So yeah, I guess it depends on what type of books you're talking about, but I guess it's like storybooks for kids at different levels. Maybe the levels won't be that different. But another idea is with curating books is I'm sure there are book lists of library lists of books that are for certain levels. So whatever level you're teaching, I would say go online and look for that. And if all else fails, ask ChatGPT to give you a list of like the best books. Let me raise this again since I'm sitting up. There we go. Okay. Yeah. So just ask ChatGPT for whatever level books you have and then see where you can get them, see if there's a budget for it. And if not, you can ask parents, tell parents that, well, you're saving for these books. If parents can help to buy some of them, that might be useful. I don't know what your situation is, Carolina. I'm just sharing. Sammy, the best way to make an EFL student read English properly well is to get them to enjoy it, to get them to have fun, and so it depends what level they are. If they're just starting with phonics, or I'm guessing they already know how to read, they already know how to read. um, you're going to want to give them progressively more difficult books, but you have to make them fall in love with teaching, with reading. And you also want to set an example. You guys have probably seen that photo of like the parents sitting in the subway, and the one parent is on their phone the whole time, and then ask the kid, why are you on your phone the whole time? Read a little bit. And then you see another parent sitting there reading and their kid reading with them. So we have to set that example too. Oh, Mario, it's so good to see you. I know you're busy. You're one of the hardest workers I know. But yeah, I'm so happy that you could come and and say hi. I always appreciate it, and I hope that you're doing great. And don't push yourself too hard. Oh, you're from Korea. 안녕하세요. 잘 지내셨어요? Uh, What is it in Korean now? It's I think. Oh no. It was Chuseok a couple of weeks ago. Nice. We're back at this question. Sammy. Yeah, so get them to fall in love with reading, give them progressively harder books, give them, it depends on the level. If they're very beginner, you're going to obviously help them to read first. But if they can read, then you're going to want to get books that are interesting to them, that have messages, and also get them to talk about the books afterwards, to share what they've learned, or, go through the books with them. So that's very important. Chedley, hi from Tunisia. Max, nice. Can I identify about early or soon? Yeah, early is when you do something ahead of time. So it's early, you get it done early. And then soon is in the future. So you'll do it from now you'll do it very soon. So if I say, oh, let's have a meeting early, it just means earlier than the intended time. So let's say the meeting is at 6 p.m. and I get there at um, 10 to 6, then I got there early. But if you tell me, well, right now it's 3 p.m., if you say, let's have a meeting soon, it could be within the next couple of hours, it could be in the next couple of days. It depends what time frame it is, but it's from now, at your earliest convenience. Thank you for the question, Max. Mario. Carolina, what's your point of view with regards to AI? Very interesting. Yeah, we're all getting replaced. No, it's amazing. So I'm using it a lot right now for content creation and for our lessons too. I'm actually one of the videos I made was about how we can use AI games or AI activities we can use in class, and there are lots of fun things we can do. Basically, you just need to input the basics of what you need, and then AI will take it further. So you're probably not going to be replaced by AI, but you might be replaced by someone that can use AI well. It's only going to become used more and more and more and more. So yeah, we might just well become familiar with it, use it, and then also we're going to want to use different ways for our students, because now remember how many essays you had to write. So we're still going to want to get our students, because if you can find a student that can write, it's going to become very rare. They're all just going to use ChatGPT. They're just going to use AI. So you're going to want to teach them how to write. And when they have to write essays, they're going to have to write it in person. And you're going to want to do the activities different. Like, for example, my students have to do some conversations, and in the past they would have to write the conversations, and now they're probably going to use AI. So I tell them, listen, guys, I know most of you are going to use AI to write these conversations, but I want you to do it correctly. I want you to make it personal. So change it, because AI is not going to know everything about you. Change it and make it change it so it sounds more natural, and also change the names and put in personal feelings or personal things. If it does the basics for you, I want you to add to it to personalize it. So we're going to have to not only work on our own mindsets and how we use it in the classroom, but we're also going to have to teach our students. But yeah, it just opened up a whole new thing. Imagine you told someone like 10 years ago that AI is going to be able to do everything. I'm sure 10 years ago they were already like using some of it, but now that it's so simple to use. It can be used for a lot of things, especially creating new things without any effort. You just put in like whatever you want and it creates it, and then you apply it. So yeah, I think a lot of things that can happen like this. Melody, I can take a small group next year, take over the class for 1 month and be observed and homework. In that case, I can still not try managing the class too much. That's my question. Okay, so you're still going to be there. Take a small group next year, take over the whole class for a month and be observed. Yeah, so from the start, you're going to want to practice. So if you take them over class for next month, okay. I see, I see, I see. Yeah, then you're going to want to practice this with your students and just bribe them. Bribe them and let them understand what you want and what you're working towards. You know, and I think a lot of these students don't exactly understand what's happening. So make a visual chart of it. Say, okay, well, we're going. This is the chart. I'm going to work with a small group now. Next month, we're going to have some homeroom teachers here. We're going to be practicing for some of these classes, and and like I said, bribe them, use candy, or have some basic rules for them. Greetings from El Salvador, the teacher. Do you think our chat GPT can facilitate our? Definitely. So many ways, instead of like writing out all the lesson plans, you do that for the worksheets or activities that you want to do. It's going to make that. It's just, in the past you had to write these sentences that the students can use for the activity. It's so simple with ChatGPT now. Jular, how are you doing? It's so lovely to see you. It was a lovely dinner and a teacher's dinner party. Oh, I miss those. I actually messed up by not going out last night for Halloween. I missed a lot of the professors that were out, so I've got a little bit of FOMO, or well, not FOMO, not fear of missing out, but fear of having missed out, I guess. Yoshida, hi from Japan, Nagoya. And practice English, Spanish. Yeah, Mario, one of my friends. So especially if you've got the mobile version, you're just going to use the talk function, and you can say, okay, you're a Spanish teacher. Teach me the basics. This is my level. Have a conversation with me, and it's basically just going to have a conversation with you, and it can practice everything. It's really good. I need to. I want to learn a bit of Russian actually. I still can't read properly, so that doesn't help. Ted Lee, how about using Suggestopedia method in teaching? Right, actually, I did something. What did I do about the Suggestopedia? I think I did one. I made a video about it. I made a video about the what is it? Methods, the teaching methods, especially for ESL, and okay, practice pronunciation design. Okay, sure. I think if it's used right, I wouldn't use it all the time. Okay, they say that students actually learn quite fast when they use Suggestopedia. It's great for pronunciation. It should be fun and enjoyable. Okay, so yeah, it's a presentation, active concert, passive concert, and then practice. Okay, yeah. I think yeah. They say a lot of students learn well with it. And I think it's definitely useful, but it's just with certain activities where it's easier to use that. But it's definitely a good one for that. But yeah, it's just using the wrong music. It can be a distraction, and sometimes it can lack a clear structure. So sometimes with some of the other methods, it has a clearer structure. Okay. Hi from Canada. Oh, you immigrated. Very interesting. Where in Korea are you originally from? And where in Canada are you now? Are you enjoying it? I'm Tunisian. Oh, thank you so much. Canada immigrants. Hello, sir. Good evening from Pakistan. Welcome, Zaiba. Fadauza, what's the difference between ahead and through? Ahead and through. Something ahead. Let's move ahead. It's in front of you. If you go through it, you're just going through it, like going through a tunnel. And if something is ahead of you, it means that you're moving towards it. So ahead of you, you're moving towards it. And if you go through something, it's like a tunnel. You're busy going through it. Okay. Nice. Thank you. And Ma, good to see you. Parents must play an important role in making children love reading at a very young age. Very important. VJ, hi, bro. Happy Halloween in advance and have a great November. Thank you. I'm a bit disappointed because I had a costume ready and I didn't go out. Last night was the Halloween party and I didn't go out. But thank you so much for the warm greeting, VJ. Uh, Moonbox, hi. Clint Eastwood, we've got a celebrity. Hi from Kazakhstan. Um, I've got some friends and some people that are interesting to me that I want to learn Russian for. I also think, yeah, it's a nice language. I think it sounds very cool. Um, yeah, so I've always wanted to learn, at least a little bit, but I feel like I'm very slow when it comes to it. I'm so slow at even learning the Cyrillic alphabet. But I have been watching Instagram reels of like some of the words and things, but it's not helping me at all. I'm just enjoying it there. La Gracia, hi from Moscow. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll still visit Russia soon enough. But I haven't been to Moscow yet. But I'll probably, if I went there, I would stop there first. Yoshida, I try to watch your videos all the time. Thank you so much. Born in Seoul and now in Vancouver. Wow, Melody, so interesting. Moving around a lot. Yeah, guys. I hope to make more videos that are useful, and I'll probably stream on the smaller channel in during the week. There are some videos I want to put out. So on the smaller channel, it's called the Best English Learning Channel, and that's the second YouTube channel. You can, I'll try and live stream there, or and it will also be on Facebook. Yeah, I hope. The thing is, I restarted these live streams because obviously I missed you guys, and my parents asked me to, and yeah, so and also it made me feel good for if I could help and practice speaking and talking about these things because I'm just at home. Uh, I thought you do a live on Thursday. When is your live stream? Well, actually, it's always around this time, but then I try to do it an hour earlier. So right now in Korea, it's 10:38. That's my time right now, 10:38 p.m. on a Sunday night. I used to start doing my live stream at 10 p.m. in the past, and the live stream ran for 3 years. And then it's very tough because now I want to go to bed, but I'm full of energy because I'm talking with you guys. So now I try to make it 9 p.m. But for the smaller channel, I'd like to live stream a little bit more, just to get that channel going. Yeah, that's what I would like to do. So I'll put it on there. And yeah, I'm sorry if you just see all these teacher quitting videos that are going to come out in the next month. It's just because the algorithm love the algorithm loves them right now, so I need to continue putting those out. uh it's my pleasure, thank you so much. um Torba, uh, it's a pet Torba, ah Petrova, Petrova. No, I'm saying something wrong. It's not a P, is it? Petrova? No. uh, I'm so bad. Le Lese. Oh, see, I need to practice my reading, but thank you so much. It's 7 a.m. Right. So actually, that's why I started doing it, because most people in South America and Canada, they're only awake at, this is the latest I can do it. Otherwise, it's too late for me. And that's basically when people wake up. So, yeah, I'll try to do it at this time. Otherwise, I might do it on Thursdays. It's 9:39 for you, Mario. Wow. Can I? I'm very bad with. Oh, no, so cringe. I'm very bad with accents. Oh, by the way, I'm going to make a video soon about Gen Z and maybe some of the slang that they use. Cringe, but I mean, everybody say something's cringy, but me trying to use an accent is really bad. You know that, Saima. Bye, Saima. I hope you have a good night. And Clint Eastwood, I'm sorry, I can't. I'm struggling to even use my own accent properly. I used to have a beautiful British accent, And then I came and I started teaching in Korea, and I lost my accent, and now it's this mix. It's so bad. Sonia, I used to watch your videos, love your content. I was a teacher, but I had to leave the job to take care of my newborn. Well, congratulations. I'm so happy for you, Sonia, with the kids. That's true, though. You're a real teacher if you miss that. 10, I have to teach students grade 7. You can do it, 10. It's going to be fun. Thai kids are so cute, and they're going to have fun, play games with them, teach them something. What books would be better to speak English? No, I don't think of any specific books. I have been making books on vocabulary. So actually in the description below, you'll see that I've got a book on 1,500 idioms, English idioms that you could use. I don't know if it's the best book, but it's a book, and it's free right now on ebook format. The Sunday time is working for me. On Thursday, you're working, I would say. Saima accent is great, not thick. Loved it. Thank you, Saima. You always bring so much positivity. Everyone, have a lovely night. I'm going to go relax and have a brilliant week. Bye-bye.